that's it for that field. Welcome back to slurry spreading the European way. Alright, let's go get some more slurry, and then we got a couple more fields to go. I guess we'll work our way down from here and just head south from here on the fields. Next one's got a bit of crop in it. Should be a little bit easier to see what we're doing. So let's see here. And gear it down a bit. So if you didn't catch yesterday's episode, I'm here with DeltaBravo Productions.
Hello, hello.
He's come in. We got a big job to do. Basically, I've set myself as a goal on this map to farm the entire map. So I can do so much of that in my normal way using my normal tools, which is all little stuff. But because I got a job with a contractor, he's ordered in some cool toys. So let's see here. If I grab that. You know what? I think I'm going to go and pull mine. I'm going to try to pull mine out of the cistern over there. See if that works. So to get it to do it, what is it again? You hit the 8 button to unfold your snorkel. Then you got to put it into the doohickey at the back of the trailer. And go to the side a bit here. And the great thing about this actually is, hang on a second, if I tip it down a little bit here and over a bit, forward a bit, let's see here, right about there. All right, let's see if I can hit the refill button and have that work. Well, still struggling with this in-game mod.
Yeah, this one works fine.
Yeah, it doesn't...
Awesome!
So, here's a little deal. This is all to show you and to prove to you that the thing is, you got to use the universal Cote universal pack for this thing. It does not work with the in-game machines at all. So are you behind me here? Are you still parked behind me?
Yeah, I'm filling up.
You're still filling up? Okay. So let's hop out. We'll go see Delta's machine working. So yeah, so he can either fill from, well, anywhere in here, but what they usually do is they have a hang on a second. Is there a snorkel on this thing? Nope, there isn't. Okay. Because usually what they have on these things is, oh, here you go. There's a trap door up here. So they open up this trap door, and then you dump. Oh, okay, you got a trap door in the front too. Cool.
Yep.
So you can double fill these things basically. You can fill them from the front and the rear.
Even say hi to you. Look. Hi.
Hi, nice snorkel. Cool. Okay, if you back up, I will take your place, and I will fill from the same tank. So yeah, so this one here, I double checked, and this one is the one that comes with in the slurry section of the store. It's the in-game one. Doesn't work with this machine. So it doesn't even work with the overfill, the refilling thing. So all right, let's see here. Where's that tank? Right about there. Nice and gentle. There it is. Okay, let's try that now. And over the side. And back up a bit more. There you go. Okay. And oh, did you notice that there's actually I don't know if you can do it with your current setup, but there is a snorkel camera. So thank goodness we've got Glance to tell me I'm 81% full. Is that tanker empty? Can you see the numbers on the back of it?
Let me go check now. Yeah, it's empty.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, no biggie. We'll just have to fold up the snorkel. We'll have to go back down to the contractor's yard to put Put that away. I'll have to go back down to the contractor's yard and get a couple more loads of slurry in here. Maybe do a little bit of Euro Truck Simulator. Alright, let's get back to our field here. See if I can do this without killing any of the locals. Always a possibility. Oh, the cars seem to be jammed up right now. I think having the slurry tankers parked in. Oh, okay. Can you hop out and back into your machine?
Yep.
There you go. Yep. You left a ghost on the map and it freaked out the AI. I'm gonna go around this car.
It would have freaked me out too. Still good.
Yeah. Still playing with a glitchy game. You know. It's Farm Sim 17. Still in beta. So you know what I really liked about what we did on the other side? Let's do the tops and the bottoms, and then we can go up and down, because the up and downs really went fast. So let's take like 3 swipes at the bottom, go up and do the top, and then we'll go up and down. So we're done with that field, and now we got to do this one over here. Nicely done. Doodle-doo. Oh, this one's kind of a weird shape, though. That's all right. We'll get it done. Go all the way down to the road. Let's open up the back side. Unfold the tool. Yep. There we go.
So you take the lead this time, and I'll follow you.
It's better for my viewers if you take the lead, but I'm going to do the first. I'm going to do the first one on my own here. Let's see here, and find the edge of the field, and there. All right, off we go. Perfect. So when did you start your channel, Delta?
Seems like a long time ago, but feel like it was like March last year.
Yeah, because what was your first series? Like my first series was on Jerry Ott's Mountain Valley Farm, and I remember you did a little bit of streaming on that map also.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you had done anything before that.
World of Tanks.
World of Tanks. Oh, okay.
You know, that game where no one watches.
Yeah, I know.
So I did a couple of that, and I did, other than that, upload some videos about my homemade controller that I did, and homemade panels I did for ATS.
Right.
And other than that, I didn't have much, you know, streaming experience. I guess I got more into it since I was playing with Jerry. So I was more intrigued of doing it and, you know, getting my own stuff rolling, I guess.
So when you were playing on the server with Jerry, you had you were double streaming with him. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back the same way.
So yeah, when we were playing on his server, I was double streaming, and
yeah,
I think that was always a good view for viewers, because you know they're able to see one thing and then they're able to see another thing from another angle.
There we go, close enough. We'll clean off the corners when we're done. Having the crop in here is going to make it a whole lot easier for us to see. Oh, you're missing some spots. A little bit closer to the edge.
Yeah.
I think I'm
missing. My rear view camera, I see that.
Oh, okay.
If I could change camera, I would do the side camera, but you know.
When we get to the end, I will. I'm going to turn on my HUD again and see if I can get my rear view camera going again for the viewers. I do wish they would put the cameras in this little display that we've got on our side, because in HUD down mode, this is a really amazing machine. This is the kind of stuff that I don't get to do very often at all, because I'm always using little tiny equipment. So I'm gonna stretch my legs a little bit with this series and see if we can, if I can play with some big toys. The John Deere was certainly something about that, and the this machine is certainly a big toy. You go ahead, I'll follow you. What a great machine. Look at that thing. The all-wheel steering is so impressive. It just whips around the field. It's quite impressive.
Yeah, and I think it's a must-do because
yeah.
how big it is.
I know. Back up a little bit. And we'll go. Okay, I think that's going to be enough for the bottom half of the field. We'll, when we get to the end, we'll lift up and we'll go all the way to the top and do another headland up there, and then we'll be able to go up and down. It took us almost a full field to get used to it, didn't it?
Yep.
To get a rhythm to it. It's not having that. It's pretty far behind you, that tool. So getting used to swinging it around when you've got a second machine in the field, especially, there's a little bit of coordination that has to happen there. So
basically, it's like if you're driving a bus with a tool attached to it.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, and the tool, see, it hangs out another 30%, you know, so.
So it's like a bus with a car and a half in the back.
That's it. So all those people who travel in the U.S. with a car behind their RV,
pretty much, honestly, yeah.
They'll be able to do this instinctively.
Oh, there you go. Because you don't need a license for that, so.
No, it's just a car. I don't know, if you've got a big enough RV, I wonder if you do need a special D license or an AZ license to...
Nope.
There's got to be, like, nothing at all?
Nope.
Really, eh? If you
the only time you will need your license, if you get those RVs that are hauled by a truck.
Yeah.
So like those fifth wheel used ass truck that you need, like an 18-wheeler truck type thing.
Oh, really?
Then you might need your then a special license.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
Wow.
Yeah, you're basically giving people a tool to not kill themselves, but pretty much
themselves and everybody around them, because
yep.
I mean it's mental how massive some of those RVs get to be. Go ahead and pull right through. Go into the next field.
Okay. Because honestly, what's the difference between that and a bus?
There's no difference at all. I mean, they're basically they are bus chassis, right? I mean, the bigger RVs are basically like Greyhound buses with bedrooms and a toilet. Well, a nicer toilet.
Yeah.
So let's just go up in here. Nice to have this little gap at the end of the field to do your U-turn in, and I'm off. So what I'm doing is basically just trying to keep my wheel. You see where the crop is going, just near the ladder there. I'm using that as my guideline. So how close am I on the tool in the back by doing that?
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So whenever you're working, people always mention the whole no HUD thing and how hard it is. The thing is that you're always sort of trying to find little tricks like that, to like little reference points to be able to do the job without the HUD. And it's amazing actually when you turn it off, how many of those little tricks you catch on to pretty darn quickly.
Yeah. But it's the same thing in real life.
It is, yeah.
In real life, you don't have a third camera, watching over you.
That's it. You don't have the guys who do this for a living, they don't have GPS lines drawn down on the dirt to help them through it. So
it'd be interesting.
Yeah. laser guided harvesting and manure spreading.
Okay, and what do you guide for on that side?
On this side, I'm trying to keep your. You've got a little warning sign on the back of your machine. Yeah, I see now in this position it's kind of different. I guess what I would do is I could almost see the crop in the bottom corner, like between the snorkel and the window. Yeah. And I try to keep sort of the edge of the crop on that. I'm not sure how well it's doing, but...
Well, it seems good, because I'm doing that too, and...
Yeah. Sort of get it done in there.
Want to do up and down, so?
Yeah, let's go up and down. You take the field edge. I'm going to pull around behind you and pick up on your. I'll be on your left-hand side. This is the kind of thing that I absolutely love about Farm Sim. You know, what are the odds that we would ever get to do this? Ever get to get, because these things are like, you know, 600,000 euros a piece. So you never get to play with these machines, right? But here we are, we're in a field on the west coast of England, and we're cultivating and injecting slurry. And this is the simulator part of this game that I just love. I love this stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty well known for being the guy with the rustiest and smallest equipment, but I have a whole lot of respect for these monster machines that are really part of... Whoops, are you okay?
I don't know, am I going to hit the fence? Will I clear it?
You cleared it.
Just cleared it.
Maybe we should have closed that on the way into the field.
Hey, we'll know next time.
Yeah, there you go. Next year, when we come back next year to do it again, I'm going to go right beside you. Don't move.
Well, I'm just going to go retrim my the back here fast.
Okay.
I'm here.
So I'm just going to take this little patch here.
I love that camera.
The camera, yeah, eh? Hang on a second. I still haven't turned it back on yet, so just going to take a moment. Turn that on. Turn that off. So that's the camera there that he's talking about, the little camera on the side. And you have a choice of 5 different camera angles. So hang on a second. So now I can see that I'm above the crop that I'm trying to cultivate, and done. Ta-da! That easy. It's like the backup camera on my sister's Kia.
Because that one needs a backup camera, right?
Well, it's funny, you know. I mean, I've never been a fan of backup cameras, and then the other night we went downtown for Chinese food, and there was a really, really tight parking spot, and the owner of the car was in the spot behind her, like was sitting in his car.
Mm-hmm.
And she basically got like within half an inch of his car using the backup camera, because you can see exactly where your bumper is. So I don't know, it kind of changed my mind a little bit about backup cameras. It's like, if it allows you to fit into spaces in tight cities where you otherwise, you know, those spots would be wasted, it's maybe there is a point to them. I don't know. I've always driven, you know, standard transmissions and the most basic cars.
Yeah.
So it's never really been an option in anything I've ever owned. But I don't know. As time goes on and we're talking about, you know, self-driving cars and all that stuff, that kind of technology. Whoops.
Oh, I'm backing into you. I'm sorry.
You are, yeah.
Here I am, looking in the rear camera, be like, what's that? What's that big thing in the back?
What's that giant red thing behind me, and why is it blocking me?
I don't get it. You know? User problem.
Exactly. Operator error.
Yep. Sorry, the time lag is,
Yeah.
real. From Canada, eh?
Oh, I didn't lower my tool. Hang on. Got to go back to the top of the field. Yeah, might have to wait a little bit at the bottom there for me.
No problem.
I got so into trying to figure out what was the best angle to follow you from that I forgot to hit the V button. There you go. That's better. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. I am really enjoying this. It's massive, but there's a certain precision to it, having somebody else in the field with you. It's a lot of fun.
Agreed.
So lately you've been having issues with the YouTube people.
Story of my life. Oh, I pulled a mark. Yeah, so technically I'm thinking of just doing live streams on Twitch and just uploading videos on YouTube instead.
That's not a bad idea. I've always been a big supporter of that kind of structure. Just do your edited stuff, keep it to YouTube.
Yep.
Promote your Twitch channel, of course, on your channel, on your material, make sure people know that you stream. I think as time goes on and as YouTube sort of seems to be walking away from the smaller and medium-sized streamers, I don't think there's much point in fighting it. It's just, move the whole community over to another system.
Well, it's that, and it's just finding a solution to the problem, which it's not a big problem. It's not all about the money stuff and situation.
No.
Everyone knows that I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not going to be living out of it. It's not. I'm not mad about that. I'm more mad about just the principle that's behind it.
Yeah.
And on what's happening and how they're doing the whole new policies.
Yeah.
So I think that got me more asking myself, well, why is Twitch better? And Twitch is better in many ways than YouTube. So for live streaming, anyways, you're not going to see someone uploading videos there.
No, it is. But I mean, my issue with Twitch has always been the same: is that unless you're a big enough Twitch channel, they don't down convert your video automatically.
Yeah.
Like they kind of prioritize who gets down converted. So for me, that's not a big deal because I'm using, I can use high speed internet in the wintertime. But in the summertime, when my internet is a bit borked, it turns into a bigger issue.
Yeah, but I was looking around on the internet for that, and seems all you need is around maybe 10 viewers.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
It's a pretty easy one to trip over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't seem to be that complicated to get that thing rolling. So no, we'll see eventually what the future brings. I have 30 days to make up my mind and see if I'm able to get enough people on that side and see what happens with the whole thing. Not the end of the world.
No.
After all, it's just a game.
It's just a game, and you're just doing it for fun. I mean, you've always had a really good attitude towards this. I mean, you've used YouTube and Twitch and Mixer to build a community, and to bring in some really good people to play with and to goof off with, and that's always been the most successful part of your channel is your Discord and your community aspect. So.
Oh yes.
It's never been about the profit. Any money you do make, you've always rolled back into servers or into giveaways and stuff like that. So,
yep.
In the end, if your goal is to build a community and to play games, then who you stream with doesn't really matter.
No.
And honestly, I don't feel like, you know, anything other than being at the top tier of YouTube. It's never worth putting up with the BS of the rules of copyright and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm able to put copyrighted music on my videos and only have minor effects to it because I'm not monetized. They don't look at me as the same way as they look at you. And
well,
we have roughly the same viewers.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing for on Twitch though. If you stream on Twitch with music, you're fine.
That's it.
You're not active. They're not gonna remove your subscriptions that you have, or they're not gonna remove your donations or whatever, your ad views or anything.
Yeah.
For them, they don't care.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why maybe I want to move on that side, and there's many reasons behind it. And I think also quality-wise, the quality's there. I think compared to YouTube on streams there. I believe there's less buffering, and I think the image quality is there.
Oh, definitely. And I like there's less quality, there's less lag, there's less buffering, there's I like their layout better too for the chat.
Yep.
So
it's almost one-to-one. Well, not one-to-one, but I mean like the reaction time is like really fast, really split. Where you say hi to the person and he responds like in less than 5 seconds. He responds, which is kind of creepy sometimes. That I do admit, it's kind of creepy. Because you'll say hi to someone and you'll be like, "Hey Delta, okay."
I think you're gonna have to redo my last strip because I think I just ran out of slurry.
You did, and I'm running out of slurry too.
Cool. Well, I'll wait for you and we'll go back to the yard and get some more.
You want to fill up directly at the yard?
Yeah. We'll go fill up at the yard, but we'll see if we can bring back some trucks too. If I can get another load back here with the horse pack, because we hold 20,000 in our machine. The horse trailer holds about 20,000. So, I don't know. Might be worth it. Are you almost empty now?
Well, I only barely have anything left, so
okay.
I don't even think I'm going to do one strip.
Okay. All right, everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining us for... hang on a second. Thank you for joining us for Slurry Spreading Part 2. We'll leave you guys here and head back to the yard and get some slurry, and we'll see you guys on the next show.
Till then, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.